Hello, what's happening, everybody? We are. It's Wednesday after early afternoon. It's unheard of for me to have a stream at this time. I'm usually at work. I have the day off somehow, like magic. We ended up just kind of falling into a day off. So it happens when your doctors and nurse practitioners all take the day off at the same time. Guess what? I get the day off too. Means no patients. So figured, why not stream? I had planned to anyway, knowing that this day was coming up, and then I had like the kind of spontaneous affiliate celebratory stream last night. So you might be thinking to yourself, "This is you're just too much. I don't need to see your face this much," and you'd be wrong. You need more waffle cometh. But yeah, I mean, I'd planned to do this anyway, so I thought, thought we'd switch it up for October as well. It's less than a week before Halloween, the best holiday. Um, this is the winner of the poll. I had narrowed it down to a few games, and I did allow for suggestions as well, but by a not insignificant margin, A Song of Horror won. So I don't know really anything about this game except that what I saw seemed to be very reminiscent of like the old school Resident Evil games, like 1 and 2, and those are the only two I played, so I don't really know if it's like the other ones or not, but that kind of fixed camera view, the fixed camera horror game, I understand there is permadeath, so I don't understand how that. I don't know if this has like roguelike qualities as well, but we're gonna find out together. I've adjusted some settings. I didn't really. So far, the volume seems like super low to me, so I didn't really lower it. But I'm worried that when we get into the game, it's going to be crazy loud. So bear with me while we adjust that if we need to. Um, and we'll get started here. I choose game. I don't. Oh, I see. That's just my save spot. I've never seen it called choose game before. So let's get started. We're going to see what this is all about. Hopefully it's like at least a little bit scary and fitting for Halloween. It's, a scary game during the daytime. Maybe you can watch it at night. How about that? If you're watching on YouTube, you can, put all the lights down, put on your headphones, find a secluded corner. For me, it's daytime. I am home by myself, and it is raining, and there are birds outside making noise. So obviously I'm shaking in my boots here. So here, let's get started. It's a day like any other. That's a promising start for my little Ariadis. I understand there may be a horrible song. Okay, haunted music box. The tale is old as time. We recommend using headphones and controller for a more immersive experience. Handled. 1988. Rocking the crooked cop
Bids received.
look
Thank
here.
you very much.
To Rima, 100 bits. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Very kind of
Sweet
you.
home.
Home sweet home. So I guess we're in the Great Britain, maybe, if I'm... Okay. The movement controls are slightly janky. Ooh, wait. There's stuff I can look at. It's my old flashlight has saved me more than once in the great outdoors. How you doing today, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I'm sure you're at work, so I'm sure you're doing the old work lurk here, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. My first cheer, my first ever cheer. So look at that. You got even like a new little cheer badge there. Um, yeah, I'm still figuring out how all that stuff works. I did try to upload a couple of emotes that I kind of made on the fly. Um, they are not approved yet, so I don't know how long that takes. So right now there's still no emotes. You got the GG, standard Twitch GG. But they're coming. It's going to take me some time to figure out what I want to do and then, have some artwork commissioned and all that stuff. But I did whip up a couple of things that I've toyed around with in the past. I also don't know if my head should remain here or if it should be moved to the side. But right now it's just blocking a little bit of text, which I read out loud to all of you. Alright, so he's got his old flashlight. I hope the controls aren't quite always so janky. This brings back some really good memories. Okay, can we turn the lights off? Look at this. Look at this immersive experience. It probably should drop a deuce. He just got home from work, so let's go into the bathroom, do our normal after work stuff here. He's gonna drop a deuce in his the toilet drain stinks as usual. Well, it is a toilet. Is this a closet? No, this is like... Oh, hey.
Oh, crikey, seriously?
Crikey! What's that, Australia?
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
Oh, you're joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday, or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I'd go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour.
I know this guy's voice.
Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine.
It's that,
Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good
Not
God,
EB-15.
that sounds in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
I'll
Thanks, Dan.
see what
You're
I
saving my
think,
skin.
Stan. That's a Pittsburgh Penguins joke.
Again.
I gotta look this up.
And I'm working as an errand boy.
I didn't even get to explore my house
They're
yet.
too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves.
Lord knows what I missed.
Shit. Even I should be too important for that.
No, I don't want to look it up yet. I'm gonna look up who I think it is, and then we'll
Rising
see if I'm
from
right.
My lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner.
Means he's a drinker.
Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place.
So the voice on the phone, I think, it's an older Asian gentleman.
Lawyer.
Francis Chow or Francois Chow.
Daniel Neuer, the bloody
He's like the
ex-South
standard.
after all.
He's like a standard
Wake
voice in
Publishers
horror.
Employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening, even Friday evenings.
We're gonna see if I'm
If
right
I could
now.
find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star.
Guy does a lot of inner
Let's
monologue.
cross our fingers and hope he's home.
When did this game come out? I think I must be wrong. Oh, he has a voice in XCOM 2, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. I think I've gone back way too far though. Okay, we're in the sticks now apparently. I guess it's just a guy that sounds just like him. A Friday like any other. What was his name? Francois Chow was his name. That's the actor's name. So I don't see him on the credits listing for the game. So I guess it's just a dude that sounds. He's. I first saw him in the. He was in Lost. He was the scientist in the old videos that they find for the Dharma Initiative. Sounded just like him. But I guess it's not him. Not according to the credits listing on IMDb, at least. The person on the phone, yeah, whoever the heck called our protagonist here. A tricycle. Can I run? Because it's gonna be a rough go if like if this is my speed and general jank level. Look, he's just like slumbering around like, whoa, I don't want to be here today. Why take the side door when I could take the main one right here? Okay, so they're saying don't go in the side. Look how slow he's like, could he be like less enthusiastic about his job? What is his job? Did he just explain it and I missed it? Oh, you don't follow? He's been in a quite a number of things. And he's usually in like a horror, thriller, mystery genre kind of thing. That murderer they arrested about a week ago was on the front page. I'm just assuming he's like a detective. Everything reads as detective here. Door's open, that's not good.
Hello?
Oh, you there.
Music?
Uh-oh. It's the Song of Horror.
Take a look.
Liam O'Brien. I was going to try to give credit where credit was due. Light source. Okay, so this is like torch in dungeon. Darkest dungeon. I have to burn the torches, right? Each character has their own light source. Turn it off and on. To turn it off and on, press right trigger or push down on the right pad. Now I have to remember my lefts and rights. Once it's on, you can choose the direction in which you want to point the light. To do so, use the R pad or the R stick. So that's on the Steam controller. It's like a mouse pad. You can kind of see there's only the one stick, so it'd be this one here. If you Googled it correctly, I believe that you did. I have absolute faith in you, sir. This will allow you to illuminate specific areas and also help you interact with objects that might not be right in front of your character. Your light source will never run out. Use it as much as you need. Well, then we're already different than Darkest Dungeon. Alright, so...
Is that someone playing a music box?
We've mastered it. We've mastered the controls. I don't know why we have the flashlight out. It's not dark in here. They look like travel guides. The clock marks 12. Guess it needs fixing. It looks like it's running to me. We're clearly just trapped in time. That's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone home? It's coats. It's one jacket, a shirt, and 2 hats and a purse. That's not a lot of clothes, dude. You should see my dining room. The alarm seems disabled. Much better if it goes off. I'll have a lot of explaining to do. Oh, good. We can finally take that deuce. I'm much better since I stopped drinking. Maybe I should ask Sophie out. Bah, focus, Daniel. Thank you for the lurk, my good friend. Enjoy your work day. No, that's not where the music is coming from, so I guess we're just going straight for the music. Usher is in a lot of these framed pictures. The rest must be family, I guess. The paintings are depressing. I'd never put them up in my place. What's so depressing about them? What is it even supposed to be? One's a camel. This one over here, that's a camel, right? It's got some cargo on its back. No, I don't... Yes, there we go. Thank you for turning around. That appears to be a bullet train. And we've got a picture of a deer in maybe a chicken in a cloudy meadow. Oh, was he packing? I can't tell. The perspective is I can't tell where the interactable object is meant to be. I don't seem to be able to interact with it yet. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's weird. What are all these suitcases doing here? Looks like someone was getting ready to go on a trip. So it looks like I have to kind of focus the... That's actually kind of cool. It's very... much more intuitive than standard walking. I think this is where the music is coming from. With so many people in the house, it's no wonder no one ever answered Etienne's calls. Chessboard really suits the highbrow feel of the house. Like, we are in some kind of like Victorian mansion right now. I have to point the music at the thing that I want to interact with, or point the flashlight rather. I kind of like that. That's a neat touch. What a beauty! You must sound like an angel. I will take your word for it, sir. Look at all these bottles, and to think they almost ruined my life. Yes, we get it. Our main character, whose name we don't even know yet, has been a drinker in the past. Mrs. Waffle cometh. Welcome. How you doing? That deer's head is almost as big as I am. How's work going, my dear? Hope your day's going well so far. I don't want to interact. Like, my normal RPG instincts are kicking in here. I know that the music box is right there. I can see it. See that? It's right there. It's where the music's coming from. But if I do it, it's going to advance the story. And then I'm not going to be able to explore anymore. Decorative fruit. The expensive porcelain kind. I guess they don't want anyone to think they're poor. You're in a Victorian mansion. Nobody thinks you're poor. You have found an examinable item. Inspect it to gain information by pressing A to examine the backside. Use R. That's what she said. So great. I mean, that sounds very positive. I'm very happy to hear that you're having such a wonderful day. Is my head pixelated? I keep looking over. I think it's just the look of the game background on me here, but it looks like there's some resolution issues, but it's probably just all in my brain. Hopefully the volume's okay as well. I might turn it back up to 100% because it seems like it's already like pre-scaled. Okay, so I can access my inventory and collect the documents at any time by pressing the bumpers. Okay. First letter from Isaac Farber, a letter for Husher, found by Daniel in the author's mansion, post-stamped on August 1st, 1998. I thought we were in 1988. I must have been wrong. It's September 1998 then. Okay. You're on a phone, but when you move, it gets a little pixelated. Really? By the way, I completely perplexed my stepkids. They asked me what funk was the other day. Mrs. Waffle, you obviously know the story. You were sitting there. But they're like, they didn't know what funk was, so I played them a funk song. I played them the best funk song, and then I started doing this. And it blew their minds. They're like, how can you do that with your head? And I'm like, you gotta feel the funk in you. You gotta feel the funk in you. You get the funk out. Yeah. This is the kind of additional content you will get as a as a viewer of my new affiliated stream. Dear Sebastian, how are you? To be completely honest, I must admit that we are all impatiently awaiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store, an ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. You have a great day as well, my dear. See you soon. Or perhaps I should say ear. The melody, Sebastian, it's peculiar. You have to listen for yourself. I had never heard the song before, and my attempts at finding the score or the name of composer have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. How do I rotate it? What's the backside of it? Read the backside. Will you be willing to help me find any clues regarding this box and its mysterious melody? I will be forever grateful. With the warmest of wishes, the moistest of regards, Isaac Farber. P.S. I've enclosed the little information I managed to find about said box. Letter addressed to Sebastian P. Husher, 25 Abbott Thomas Road, 4. Where is this? Are we in, like... Abbott Thomas Road A... So, there's 3 stamps. Are we, like... What country are we in? I don't... those... I mean, I guess it could just be some podunk town that, like, names their roads after numbers because there's only, like, 6 of them. Yeah, I live at, 444 Road 7. Okay. Interesting. So this is not where the music is coming from because I want to explore. I found a letter. Table is set but covered in dust. Where is everybody? Seems like everyone's been gone for some time. Family portraits, they look old. Man, that mirror's dirty. Like every girl on Reddit. Books and plates in the same cabinet. Not much order there. Sounds awfully judgy. Did you see your apartment? Tea set for tea time. They're all covered in dust. The place hasn't been cleaned in days. Days? Really? That's what you're gonna go with? A matchbox. Can't think of any reason to burn the house down yet. Although I do suspect music's coming from the opposite direction. I need to find whoever's playing that music box. Look at that. I just came from this way, right? Yeah, alright. So what's in here? I get it. Okay, it all connects. That's where the music box is in there. Can we go in here? Is this a pantry?
What the? How can there be a door there?
Uh-oh. It's all covered in goo? There's a classical music album on the record player. Wait, let me, look. There's stuff lying all over the place. It reminds me of my college dorm. Another chessboard, too. Someone's a chess fan. The radio has to be older than me, and are those rifles real? If you can touch them, they're real. Just like Grandpa always said. This guy likes to hunt. Sophie would have a fit if she saw this. Still dwelling on your ex-wife. I want to go back into this other room. Sorry, I know this is this is I cannot help. It's obsessive compulsive. I could have sworn that the music box was actually just sitting right there, but my guess is that I have to like interact with that scary door. No, that's just a Victrola. Oh, are you surprised I knew a big word? This plant is barely alive, if at all. When's the last time they watered it? So, it sounds like this guy's been missing for like a day and a half, right? And like, history and art magazines have got nothing against them, but I bet they'd bore me to death. Um, they're making it seem like this guy's been gone for years. Like, are they just noticing? Wait, wait. Saw another door. I don't know if I can go this way. I think they were yelling at me like, you can't go this way, jerk. That's it. You're not going towards the plot. Oh, look at the respectable amount of books. Don't these go in the china cabinet? Wonder who this is. If I break that, my grandsons will finish paying it off. History fiction, fun to read. I prefer the newspaper. A camera, or rather a fake camera. A fake camera? Why? Man, this guy is even messier than I am. Mostly noir and police thrillers. Now these I like. I heard something. I heard, I stepped on a floorboard weird. Grammar and reference books, guess these come in handy when Husher is writing. By the way, I would love a room like this. Covered in books. Neat little desk. Japanese S words. Anything from that country is popular now thanks to those stupid cartoons. Sir, I don't think you want to anger the entire anime fanbase. Did you hear it again? I heard it again. Now this game did give me a big warning about visual or audio cues. So like, how do I interact with it? Badge of, what is that? I don't remember getting this. 3, oh, aw. 3 years sober, I'm happy for him. He worked hard for this. If only things had been different. ... Sophie. I can't use it. Combine. That's the thingy I found there. Okay. Wait. Combine. Oh, so we don't know what that is yet. I hear there's a creaky floorboard here, so I think there's something probably under this desk. Noted in my noggin for future reference when it matters, and they're still setting things up. I get concerned because, you know, I hear this game is permadeath, and we know I'm going to blow through characters. So what is that? If you run out of characters, or is the game just over? There's multiple characters, I think. This door, look at that, it's moving. Have you seen Archive 81? This is exactly the stuff that was in it. Oh, that got super loud.
I'd hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore.
Well, that's
And all
problematic.
that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I surged. I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch.
Your
From
torch?
within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away.
But did you find the music box?
Seemed like they were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror, and sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
Definitely very Lovecraftian. There was an HP Lovecraft difficulty, but you need to unlock it.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so. And if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh.
All right, it is 1998. I'll give them that.
I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah. I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay. I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course. Same to you.
Well, she going to Daniel's house. I mean, does she not know where her ex-husband lives? The Husher Mansion is a large 19th century colonial house property of Sebastian P. Husher, acclaimed professor and historical fiction author. Sophie. Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Daniel. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has longed for. Lots of speed, stealth. She's very serene. She's found herself at age 40. Not so much in the strength, though. Well, I mean, we don't know it. I don't know what 4 tick mark means as opposed to 5 or 6. Whenever I light one, everything around me feels safer and more peaceful. She likes the scented candles. Etienne Bertrand. I thought the Etienne was the guy that I was looking to find. No, that was Husher. That was Sebastian Husher, right? Etienne is his boss. Etienne, a confident, self-made man, is sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as his personal assistant, Daniel's become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them would like to admit. So he's more on the strength and speed side of things. Alexander Laskin. Alexander and his wife, Masha? Masha? I'm sure that's probably a common name somewhere. I wonder if you're out there and you know, if you've ever heard the name Masha before, I would love to know more about it. Alexander and his wife, Masha, are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Husher's mansion. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. The Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. Oh, mysterious past. Alina Ramos. Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work, happy and energetic. She's traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrical technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. And Sophia. Okay, so that's our 4 choices. My guess is that it doesn't really matter right now who we start with, but it doesn't seem like, I mean, I can see how Alexander ties in, because he's a housekeeper at the house we were just in, and Alina, I'm guessing, will have something to do with the broken security system that we found when we first got to that house. So her light source is a candle, a scented candle. That's cute. Light source is a lighter. I missed the flashlight already. Another candle and a flashlight. Let's it scares me that there's a stealth stat in this game. Obviously Serenity's gonna have something to do with sanity. as I'm gathering more and more that this appears to be a very Lovecraftian style game, or at least, inspired by. So I think Etienne wants to go to the Husher house. Sophia wants to go for Daniel's house, right? This is where permadeath kind of comes in, I guess, is that these guys can like straight up die. Which is a little scary to think about. So I think let's start with Sophie. Let's just pick one and go. I get so indecisive with these things. The Husher mansion is home to writer Sebastian P. Husher, his wife Catherine, and 2 children, Julie and Saul, and their housekeepers, Alexander and Masha. Masha. Is it Masha? Masha? Light is your best friend. Noise is your enemy. September 28th, 1998, so we've been missing for 3 days. Why would you come here at night? Without the police? 3 days is plenty of time to file a missing persons report. A tricycle. Can we just like turn around and go? Totally jammed, probably hasn't been open for years. Okay, so now there's another explanation as to why we cannot open that gate. Rusted shut. Turn around. There's a thing there that can be found. A newspaper that's been through a storm. It can hardly read a word. So do they must so Daniel, I guess, Daniel and Etienne, they said that they're publishers? Is that like, are they a newspaper place for newspapers? Ugh. Okay. The Husher Mansion. So we're out of the prelude, so I guess we're not really playing Daniel.
The door was open. Is there anybody home?
So my guess is that Daniel was used as like the gravity for the story because we played him, so we know him a little bit, and the person he was looking for doesn't really matter to us as viewers. Why would you come here at night? The answer: because it is a horror story. Books in the foyer. You won't find me complaining. She loves her books. Burglar alarm. Monitor. How modern a moat with crocodiles would be more fitting in this house. Awfully judgy people. I heard a noise. Clock is turn of the century, just lovely, though the time isn't set properly. This light source is awful.
Huh.
Coats hung up, somebody must be home. Is that her making that noise? Like, hey, found something. Can I go in here? The shower's been used now. I don't believe it was like that before. There are greasy fingerprints all over the glass. Oh! The clock is dinging. Packed suitcases, they're everywhere, but were they arriving or departing? Tears in the Wind by Liam Edelman. It's a lovely melancholy and has macabre touches. God, I've started to think the same way. I talk to clients about works of art. So she's some sort of art procurer. I hear noises. Speaking of which, let's make sure everyone can hear the noises. How come this house has no light switches? There's one. Old bicycle, a tad broken down, but what did it say? But it's still pretty. Can I turn this light on? Love motorcycles, but I never mustered the courage to drive one, especially with Daniel telling me how dangerous they are. What a controlling piece of crap he is. No wonder you divorced him. Old metal box, a rusty old metal box closed shut. Inspect it. I don't see any way to get this open. Very reminiscent of, like, I don't understand how to use that item here. Disorderly pile of tools, but no flathead screwdriver. Do I need a flathead screwdriver? Here's the boiler. It is receiving no electricity like the rest of the house. Boiler functioning. Upper panel. Shut down, press the left button. Start, press the central button. Emptying, press the right button. In case of malfunction preventing correct boiler functioning, you can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Okay. So the house is receiving no electricity, so the answer is no, we cannot turn on that overhead light. This girl came to a haunted mansion in the middle of the night in a pencil skirt and heels. Could you be asking for any more death to yourself? Can't open it. Think it's locked from the inside. Are we not? Is there? This is a second door. Need a key to open it. Okay, so the clock is working because it's not set for 12 o'clock anymore. Dusty note, a note found in the main entrance written by Catherine, Husher's wife, on September 4th, 1998, so earlier this month. My dear eccentric husband, I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately. We need to talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. The key? Nothing on the back. The Death Marches by Carla Shlomo. It was inspired by the prisoner transfers which took place in World War II. I wouldn't put it in my home. Oh, it's not. I thought it was a bullet train. It's actually a line of soldiers. Prisoners. Oh, even worse. Terrible. I like that we know what it is because she's an art aficionado. Old family photos. Old photos of family trips and such. It seemed like I like stumbled because it seemed like behind me when I started to look at the pictures that it got darker. Pile of suitcases seems a bit much even for a long journey, but I don't think they're moving either. When do I start getting guns? I can go upstairs? Should I go upstairs? Let's not yet. Oh, it's so dark. Daniel had the right idea, but you know what? He came here in the day and he's been lost for 3 days. It's been years since I've seen one of these telephones since we sold my parents' old house. Golly, it's dark in here. Carvings on the chest pieces is exquisite. An upright piano, I played one just like it as a girl. Whoops. Seeing so many bottles in one place reminds me of Daniel. Yes, Daniel was a drinker. We understand. The soot is all over. Perhaps I could get it to light somehow. Never understood why people have to murder defenseless animals for sport. You know, I can't say I disagree with that. Novels written by Husher, I don't consider myself a fan, but I admit his books are addictive. I was never one of those people that felt the need to hunt. I am a lover, not a fighter. I do not wish to kill animals. I just can't. And I know it does a lot of good for our ecosystem and all that fun stuff. I have no problem with people who decide they want to go out and hunt. Don't think that at all. It's just not my thing. There's plenty of other people who can do it. I don't need to do it. Wilted plant sometimes happens to mind when I have a lot going on at the gallery. So she runs an art gallery. She has nothing to say about the Victrola. I mean, she seems like that'd be like totally her thing. I can't tell. I think that there's definitely something to the whole floor creaking thing. All right, so this is the library where we have it's only a replica. World globe from the 18th century. Husher must deal with some very choice collectors. Must admit I could spend weeks on end in this library. We went to the library. Macabre tales, noir novels, and oh, Psycho by Robert Bloch. Enchanting. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals in a variety of languages. It looks like Husher did some research before his writing. Can hardly resist the temptation to take one of them, but that would be theft. Japanese swords both look authentic. I could even imagine them as museum pieces. The key in the note is in this room. An Olivetti from the 1940s. Husher is old-fashioned even when it comes to his work, though I must admit it's quite lovely. I see a key in the drawer, but it's jammed. I've got to lubricate it somehow. I can think of some ways. I don't think that's the way to do it. Can we open the old metal box yet? No. Scented candles. I don't think that's really gonna... Uses 3 left. Sophie always said the scented candles make her feel more at peace. Safer. Interesting. So if she starts to go crazy, how is there like a measure of that? Not that I can't seem to. So far, there's no like, there's like the limited inventory screen, which is kind of nice actually. We know how much time I like to spend in inventory management. Porcelain fruit, candlesticks, English tea set, all very old and dusty. So nobody liked to clean. This guy has like 4 housekeepers and nothing's clean. Where are they? I mean, did the whole family disappear? If like Cthulhu's in the basement, then I guess I can understand that. Table's been set for 4, but they never appeared to have eaten their meal. Dishes and books in the same little cupboard. Odd variety of odd arrangement of things. Can't see anything. It's covered in filth. You're covered in filth. I would fit under that table quite easily were I in need of hiding. Foreshadowing? Okay. So I guess that means there's not going to be any fighting. It's just going to be like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. A delicate, quite elegant dinner service, but covered with dust. What a weird sentence. Got some, contains 50 safety matches. Just an ordinary matchbox. There are plenty of matches left. Do we just have it now? Neat. I do hear things moving around. It's creeping me out.
There's something on the counter.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yes.
Drawing by Saul Goodman. A drawing done by Husher's youngest child. It's terrifying. Good God. Saul, age 7. Definitely Lovecraft-inspired.
Huh.
Souvenirs and a list of errands. The date has expired on some of these. I hear you. I hear you in here. You're not going to get me. Something's sparking. Water came out from under the sink. There's a wire right there. So let's definitely touch it. There's still some coffee left in the pot. That's a crime. That's a straight up crime. A metal ring.
Uh-huh.
Ring made of iron. Nothing unusual. I mean, it is a ring made of iron. That in and of itself seems a little odd, right? They appear to be old cookbooks. As far as I can tell, they are written in Russian. Fresh fruit, though the apples are beginning to rot. Okay, we came in from that direction. What's that? It's a pantry, maybe? Need a key to open it. Oh, God. Preserved cereal, wide range of non-perishable foods. Preserves and dog foods. Oh, there's dogs. There's dogs involved now. Oil can, a rusty can of motor oil.
Huh.
Completely full of oil. I wonder what we can use that for. Uh-oh. Listening at doors. What was that noise? You better take a look before you go back out. Press your ear against the door. Walk up to it. When you see the listen icon, press and hold Y. While you're listening, pay attention to the sounds that come from the other side.
What was that?
Make sure which one's the Seems like the coast is clear. From now on, you can listen to what's happening on the other side of unexamined doors. Sometimes you might have the chance to do it with the other doors as well. Pay attention to the icons when you're near one. Use your map to find your way around. It records every single place you've opened so far. To open it, press L. The map will be constantly updated with relevant information. Don't forget to check it out once in a while. It's all I've ever wanted is a
I
map.
didn't hear anything in there.
We are in the kitchen. This helps a lot, actually. The dining room has a hiding spot. There's a locked door. We haven't gone into the garage yet. There's a couple of what I assume to be interactable objects in the living room and library. There's another locked door. Okay. Alright, easy enough. We didn't go into the... Let's... Should we check and see if that scary door is still there? Is this... Do we go in here? Okay. Let's actually go in this room here. I want to see if the shadow door. Oh, it's locked now. The window's open. There could be squatters in here. Deviants, as it were. Alright, so let's make our way back to the library. Your face is red like a strawberry. Alright, we can now lube up the drawer, like you do. Oil can! That oil worked like a charm. Master key, it looks like an old key. It was jammed. It was in the jammed drawer in the library. These keys will usually open more than one door. Handy. Anything else in there? There's a folder in the drawer. I wonder what's in it. We'll look at it. Haiku folder. A piece of a collectible, a reddish folder containing a bunch of papers. Okay. Well, it's ours now. There's nothing left in the drawer. The drawer to your heart. I'm like paying attention now. I want to see if there's that listen icon. Whoa!
The phone. Should I answer?
I mean, I don't think there's any circumstance in which we do not answer the phone.
Hello?
Hush your residence.
Sorry, who is this? I can't understand you.
We can't leave my room.
What the?
The call was coming from inside the house.
Sounded like a child. Is he in the house?
I can light this with a match, right? First you need... what? First I need to get lit. Need something to get it lit. What about the newspapers that we picked up? If I hope to light the fireplace, I'll need some sort of fuel. How about any of these old dusty records? Okay, the Victrola came on. Which door do we want to try and open first, though, is the question. There's the one that looks like it goes under the stairs, perhaps to the basement. I don't feel great about going to the basement, if I'm being perfectly real. I do have a key, though, so maybe we can go... let's try this other area first. Good music and wine. The perspective didn't change, so now I'm confused. That's the dining room. Okay.
Nope.
Use it. Now the door is open. Ooh, a screwdriver. I could pass for Sharon Stone and Basic Instinct if I were blonde. Sick 1998 reference. Record player with a piece of Vivaldi ready to play. I'm more of a Chopin lover myself, but this isn't the worst choice. Dude, I love Vivaldi. Vivaldi's Four Seasons, man, that is some good stuff. You have no idea what you're missing. Smell of tobacco, skulls on the wall. I suppose this is why this room feels so dreary to me. Are you impressed at my worldliness? That I know what Vivaldi is. I feel like you know, when you come into a stream to watch someone play games of any kind, I think the last thing you expect them to know anything about is Vivaldi.
Huh.
Table's an utter mess. Cigarettes, books, glasses, they're all strewn about. Reminds me of my deadbeat ex-husband. Skulls on the wall. I understand the Husher is old-fashioned, but this is sheer barbarianism. This note's gonna say, like, out to lunch.
Yes.
Julia and Saul's notes, a scribbled piece of paper from the smoking room in the Husher mansion. I saw another door yesterday as I was walking in the dining room. I suddenly heard the music from Daddy's music box. When I went in, I saw the door. I went running to tell Mummy, but when we came back, it was gone. She scolded me for making things up. It's not fair. I was telling the truth. There was an old door here, different from the rest. It even had a key in the keyhole. You were rich enough to have a smoking room? Just to say you have one, right? Like... You can have me over just to use it for its intended purpose, but that's, you know... that's like a surefire sign of, like, yes, I have made it and I have too much money, so I'm going to build a smoking room. If I see it again, I'll go inside and leave the door open. That way Mummy will believe me. Better call Saul. I saw the weird door Julia said, the one that wasn't there before. Mummy was very angry and kept yelling at Julia. The door is scary. And a sitting room. Yep. I want that. I don't know if you were watching when did you see the library with the nice little desk in it and stuff? That's my dream right there. Wall to wall books. I will hide the key in the dollhouse, and I will hide the 5 dolls too, even if they get mad at me, and I will bring them out when Mummy and Julia forget about the door. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for her. The another will read while her mom takes a shower. The ugly one will watch the door so nobody comes in. Right? Yeah. I mean, that's something I've wanted since I was a little kid. Having a room that was just like floor-to-ceiling bookshelves covered in all types of books, and then just like some nice comfortable sitting so that we can enjoy said books. Just a quiet place where there's no sound. I feel like I should remember this. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner. Another will read while Mom takes a shower. The ugly one will watch the door so nobody comes in. Hide the key in the dollhouse, and I will hide the 5 dolls too, even if they get mad at me, and I will bring them out and Mummy and Julie forget about the door. So there's dolls, and these are the clues for said dolls. What the devil? So we can see the remnants of the scary door that is now gone. Poor ugly doll. Always playing the guard too. It's like, someday I want to be the hungry one. And they're like, no, you're the ugly one.
Daniel, is that you?
Uh-oh. Oh, something is trying to get in. Make sure that door does not open. To gather your strength, repeatedly press A. Once you feel strong enough to push and lock the door, press the right trigger. Waiting for maximum strength is effective but risky. You decide when to push the door, but be extra careful no matter what happens. Make sure you keep it shut. Yeah, there's lots of hands. I'm not even paying attention to what's trying to get through. How many times are I going to do this? I'm old. Ow. I really put my whole arm into that. The door. Being extra careful. Luckily you made it this time. You're safe for now, but don't let your guard down. Whatever that was, it could still be lurking in the shadows. Certain events will give you the chance to put your ear to the door in rooms you have already visited. But just remember to be extra careful. It might save your life. I don't think... I mean, even if she didn't hear anything...
What the hell just happened? What was pushing that door?
Maybe it was friendly. You didn't even ask. There should be a doll in here, right? Look, a lit candle. Was that candle lit before? One will be hungry. Trying to make dinner and whatnot. Even if she doesn't hear anything on the other side of that door, I can't imagine that she'd ever want to go in that room again. I wouldn't. I don't see anything new to interact with. So I'm probably wrong about the whole doll thing. Can we go in there? She's just be like, nope. Why would you just... Okay. It's... I did it. Like, I'm the one that's like, let's go right into that room. This is the locked door? No. That was incorrect. Slowly turn around. Okay, so there was... Can I, do I have anything that I can use to, like... maybe get rid of this, electrical hazard? Like a towel, maybe? Probably not the screwdriver, I imagine. Yeah, I'm not willing to risk. Good lord. Alright, which door? It's this one. Why doesn't she turn the lights on? Apparently there's no electricity in the house. Even though, clearly, there is. Because the wire is, sparking. I don't hear anything. One more time. I like how I'm turning my head like it's going to affect where the sound is coming from in my headphones. I need to climb. I used to climb into empty wardrobes like this playing hide and seek as a girl. Another hiding spot. A bunch of old items piled up any which way, impossible to get through. Oh dear. Oh look, firewood. Probably chopped by hand. Not like mine. I get mine from Giant Eagle. Comes in nice, dry bundles. Now the real question to Rima is, why did she come here in the middle of the night by herself, unarmed, in a pencil skirt and heels, with a candle as a light source? These are the important questions. There's a... Okay, so the pantry... So it looks like we can try to unlock the other door. We can go up the stairs. Or we can light a fire in the living room. These all seem like super great. What year does this take place again? 1998, I believe. This is September 28th, 1998. So it's basically like, so far, I mean, my assessment of the game is this. So crappy cell phones exist at least? Yeah. So they did actually ask that. The guy she's looking for, her ex-husband, his boss asked her if he had a mobile phone. And she says, I don't know. If he does, he doesn't keep it on him. She also doesn't know where her ex-husband lives. Or apparently his mobile phone number. I was incredulous at first until I remembered it was 1998, so it all tracked. Let's open this creepy door here first. Okay, so is it in here? Super RE1 vibes. Yeah, that was kind of what drew me to the game in the first place. I didn't play RE1, but I did play 2 back in the day. And it read like that to me very much as well. But I know the Resident Evil 1 takes place more in like one mansion, right? Like one place, which is kind of what this does tend to remind me more of, just because of the setting. Oh, it is a basement. Do we have to go in the basement? No part of this. Is there? Okay, maybe there's a fuse box. Apparently horror movies don't exist in 1998. Because she just would not be doing this. She's a freaking, like, art gallery curator.
There's a note stuck on the safe.
There's a cake in the fridge. There's some good wines here, very good wines, and some very good and expensive wines. Okay, seems like a trifecta. The camera, the creepy sounds, yeah. I'm digging it so far. So the only negative reviews that I saw on Steam for this game all centered around the fact that that there is permadeath. So if one of these characters dies, that's it. They die. So I don't know what happens if all the characters die. I guess it's just Gamma Ovar. But my suspicion is that if people die at specific times, there's different like story changes maybe. Handwritten note detailing Husher's riddle for his daughter Yulia. Dear Yulia, if you found this note, congratulations. You're one step closer to solving the puzzle I've prepared for you. I hope it keeps you entertained while I'm away. I've hidden your favorite doll in the safe and changed the combinations. Since you aspire to becoming a detective when you grow up, I think it is a great chance for you to put your deduction skills to the test. The new combination is as follows. The number of our street address. Saul's age. The decade and year the canvas hanging upstairs right next to the staircase was painted. So 4, 7, and then the decade and year, which I forgot. No safe scumming? Right. No, unfortunately, but I do, I don't remember the address. Drawing by Saul, age 7. Julia and Saul's notes. I think it's 4. It's like, no, it's road 4. Yeah, road 4. Alright, so let's go up and... Well, should we explore the rest of this area first? Painting by Coffin from 1945. I doubt it's the original. Old junk, old junk piled up, nothing helpful. Old junk, the washer looks like it was here before they built the house. Okay, the decade and year of the canvas hanging upstairs, right next to the staircase, was painted. The decade and year? Oh, God. Cheap Thrills. Definitely hear something. I don't know, how is the sound coming through for you, buddy? I can hear like little odd sounds here and there. I can't listen. Tears in the wind. Sounds fine to you? Good. Yeah, there's a lot of ambience for sure. Alright, so here is the painting. Death Marches by Carla Shlomo. The canvas right next to the stairs. So I thought that was it.
Huh.
Books in the foyer. Alright, we talked about this already. Hey, Jeannie, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's having a lovely day so far. Alright, so this... Oh, here's the painting. Lots of Founders badges in the chat. Right? I love it. So what does that mean? Does that just mean that it's because you subbed, like you're one of the first subs? Like how does that work? I'm not quite sure. I'm still a Twitch noob 2 years later. The first X subs to the channel gets them. Oh, neat. Does that change every month? For the first month of affiliate status? The decade and year, the canvas hanging upstairs. Oh, upstairs. Upstairs. Let's go light the fire. I don't want to go upstairs yet. That was the first 10 or 20 people. Alright, before we light the fire, I'm going to take a brief break because I have to use the bathroom. And I would like some more coffee. Mayhap a snack, because I haven't actually eaten any breakfast yet here. I lost my stream deck. Come on now. I shut off my phone. It's my fault. Alright, give me just a couple of minutes here. I will be right back. Okay. First 10. That makes sense. I mean, because if you're like me, I doubt that I'm going to get 10 to 20 people in the first month to sub, but I appreciate every sub, so, and every follow, and every lurker. Appreciate you all. You're all awesome. Alright, give me just a couple minutes. I'll be right back.